Listen, guys. There's only one Euphoria that I know. Okay? And it ain't the one you're talking about.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Hey guys.
White people be like,
Ruutiam.
Dio! Yeah. Hurry up. Who else found out that Bob Saget died because Mopperbot tweeted Dream needs to use the revive book on Bob Saget. Not me, but that's so fun. What's wrong with you? Bob what? Ooh. And I oop. Yeah, Bob Saget is dead. R.I.P. I didn't really know him. I mean, I knew of him, but I didn't really, I'm not joking. Bob Saget is dead. Rest in peace. Not you spoiling his death for me. Listen, guys. Well, now you found out through me telling you about Mopperbot's tweet. So. I'm busy making half XXXTentacion slash Bob Saget photo right now. I already saw one of those. That's how one of my friends found out, was through seeing one of those on Twitter. Wait, XXX is dead? Oh. And guess what? Santa Claus is not real. The day X died was crazy on Twitter. Okay, I don't want to pull the whole like, you know, I knew before everybody else, but like I think I was like probably in the first like 200 or 300 people on the internet to know that he died. Didn't Nick live where it happened? Probably. What do you have to do is about everything? Listen, I'm just being honest. I just, you know. Am I actually eating my apples? Yes. Apple. Tasty. Is there green apple? Yep. I'm gonna sneeze. Sounds like you singing. Thanks. No face cam today either, by the way. I'm just in my no face cam era right now. I'm just chilling. Your side profile kind of slays though. Thank you. People say that to me. And I appreciate it. Space goodbye.
Why you got necklace?
Watching you with my grandpa.
Tommy and a puffer? No. Tommy and it's wearing the actually puffer, okay? I've had this shit for like 6 years. And now I can't wear it because all these little kids are like, ooh, Tommy in it, Tommy in it. You're wearing the Tommy in it puffer. No, Tommy it's wearing the actually puffer, all right? Let's switch the roles here for a second. I am from New York. I'm tired of putting up this fucking act. Okay, I'm not Estonian. I'm from New York. I've been saying I'm from Estonia because it sounds cool. Look, I got a VIP frames of Nick, whoever you are. I just like your messages. Just kidding, I hate them. But I'll VIP you. My Twitter mutual said if you were American, you'd probably be from Florida. No, let's be real. I'd be like from one of those like flyover states in the middle. I would not be from Florida. I'd be from like some fucking stupid, irrelevant state like Minnesota or some shit. Iowa? Nah, dude, if one of you guys says Idaho, I'm gonna literally like end the stream right now. Me with you. Idaho looks like a big pile of. I'm from Idaho. What are you, fucking Shay Carl? Wait, I'm looking for this one picture. Gotta get a ticket to ride. On the west side. Can this be your face cam for today? True. Get along with it all. Say all things every time. But I'm in. Start over again. Texas, where I've never been. Did Michael Cera not write the song? No, he covered this version, which is by Blaze Foley. Song and again. Questions that I already know. Somewhere to go. Play right today. No, like I understand why Train does like 7-hour intros. They're just fun. It's just fun to sit here and fucking do nothing for like 4 hours. Gotta get a ticket to ride. 3 kids down by your side. Some of you guys are saying the Shay Carl channel name way too liberally. Relax. Play. Another day. Saying it again. Oh, that was a jump scare. Anybody else get scared when I just game up? Yuck. Big just burgers. Oh, what do I? Scooter Tentacles, how many times are you going to announce the death of Bob Saget? We're gonna do Mario Kart like tomorrow or another day, by the way, because then it suits. It's better that way. Better day for it. Better day. No way, Bob Saget died. Also, like, anybody else like feel his last name is just like a little bit too like, you know what I mean? Like I just like it feels weird saying it.
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got
Samsung thing with the 10 months. Gobi Maz thing with the 7 months. 4 Mars bot thing with the 8 months. Brawling thing with the 9 months. I watched your VOD from the other night. It was just you singing to that one Kid Cudi song. All the crazy shit I did tonight. Those will be the best memories. Ooh. Please play Psychonauts. I did it on stream today, and the game is just so good. I probably won't, but I'm glad you had fun. Fuck. I don't have any torches. That's the whole reason. Like, I was in Jake's mine, and then Jake's little elevator just, like, pooped me out. Like, let me show you. Jake's little water elevator just, like, literally birthed me out of this fucking hole. Look. This hole just pushed me out, and I can't get back in. Oh, look, I'm going back in. Only fly. I could only fly. If I could only get back in that hole. Hey, scuba. Oh my god, yes. Here we go! Yes! Please, man. Just got out of a Facade stream where some incel was talking about 3D women. Just think about that. Like, that's gonna, like, people just, like, not feeling the need to find human relationships anymore. Like, that's gonna be a real thing, because they're just gonna start fucking robots. And then, like, at that point, it's like, what are we even? You know what I mean? At that point, like, what is life? I feel like the more and more we create, like, these artificial fulfillers for our needs, the more detached we become from, like, anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird at that point. But then also, like, we are living in this, like, insane age of, like, loneliness, where everybody's just really lonely and becoming more and more lonely. So, I guess the answer to that is just a fuck a robot, I guess. You haven't blinked in a while? I hurt my back, and it hurts for me to move. So I'm trying to not move any like muscle on my body. I'm like Ron Swanson in that one episode where he's like stuck in that chair. I could only fly. Hey, we are doing a $30 prize tournament to test one of our new arenas. Hey, how about you do a fucking $30 get some bitches tournament? Samsung, thank you for the tier 2. Tier 2. Shay Carl singing this. No, dude. If this was like a Shay Carl vlog, it'd be Charlie Puth singing it. Your mouth isn't moving either. I don't need it to move.
Why you got necklace?
Dude,
Finally got my golden fedora shakes.
you know what's a good fucking soundtrack? The Red Dead 2 fucking... Oh my god, that shit goes hard as hell. That shit goes so hard. I need to find it though. Like, dude, this shit. I love this, like, fucking. I don't generally like country, but I like this, like, really depressing, miserable old man country where they're always like leaving someplace. Nothing too wrong. Alerts are on top of chat. Fuck! Ah!
Why you got so many necklaces? Why you got necklace?
Jammies.
No. Viator, think of the 26 months. Bip Lachu, think of the tier 1 welcome O's. And Olivia Hot Sauce, 1 year. Shay Carl, why'd you spell Carl like Carl Jacobs? They're actually related. Ooh, cool. Do you have a playlist with these songs? No, I need to make one. I need to put together a playlist of this depressing ass old man music.
White people be like,
Yes.
Dawn Star is my Fred. Thank you for the 3 months. What happened to all your Spotify plays? They all have no names. Basically, some fucking piece of shit motherfucking cunt reported all of them. And then they took all my pictures and names away. And that was like 4 months ago. And it killed my motivation. I haven't even made a playlist since then. How much pain?
white people be like,
Livcath upgraded Prime to tier 1. Let's go. Dawn Star is my friend. When's your country album coming out? Low-key, I could slay country. I'm depressed. So what am I trying to do today? I don't know. I'm like really uncomfortable in my chair right now, and I don't know what to do about it. This chair just sucks fucking penis. No, I don't want to join Pentatonics. I reject. Is anyone else online? No, but they will be soon. Rumor has it Kalen Corey will go online. I got bored yesterday. So I just watched a bunch of fucking old poets just talk about life. I just like old poets, and I watched like this like video of Kurt Cobain like talking about random shit. I was like, I'm inspired now.
I got hit by a bus, bro.
This stream is gay cowboy camp vibes.
Let's go. This is what you do in your free time, boy. What are you talking to me like I'm like you're my mother? Leave me alone. Yes, I like to be depressed in my free time. Leave me alone. Somebody that I find very fascinating is Charles Bukowski, because that guy was such a fucking miserable, dried up piece of shit. For like every like 10 fucking horrific things that he would say something that is actually like really beautiful. So then when you watch like interviews of Charles Bukowski, you just have to listen to this like, oh fucking nothing matters, fucking, ugh. But then he would say like something that's like really, really beautiful, and you kind of like, whoa, like that's actually like really profound. I don't know what to do with this balcony, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've been procrastinating doing anything to my house just because I don't know what to do here, and it's driving me insane. Like, I might just do mossy bricks, do a little mossy brick balcony, but like, it's just like, you know what I mean? My parents just told me that my mom's college roommate's husband is cousins with Bob. That's like a pretty like you know, pretty far away. You could make a stairway that goes all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. That is true. That is true. I could do that, but do I want to? I don't know, man. What do I want to do with my life? You know what I mean? Make a moat? What is that? Is that like a bussy type of word? What is a moat? I love the new Actually Live channel. Thank you. New video coming tomorrow. The thing castles have. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that here though, because it's like kind of fucked. You know, I don't have the space to fit all this shit in here. How do you not know what a moat is, but you know what a bussy is? Well, you can't fuck a moat. God, I need to get drunk soon. I need a drink. I still haven't finished organizing these chests because I just can't be fucked. Axel drunk stream when? That's true. I haven't done one in a while, right? I mean, I have this bottle of rum right next to me. I don't have anything to mix it with, though, so I'd literally just have to drink it, which is quite a horrific thing to imagine. It's so fucking hot in my apartment because the old people, like, I can't control the heating, and the old people are just like, I'm so cold, and then they turn it up. They turn the fucking up, and then my ass is just in here with my fucking cheeks sweating, man. God. Ugh. Every movie I click on Letterboxd, you have already reviewed it. How the fuck do you have the time? It's called having no social life. And also like not having a boss, so I can just not work for a month at a time and be an idiot. Actually, Diddy Sparkles, actually. Dude, every time I go into Chibli stream and he says, actually, I low-key get bricked up. Like, I straight up, like, I get butterflies. Like, I'm like, oh my god. That was so uncalled for. No, it wasn't. Should I learn to play the banjo and just... I feel like people that play the banjo are such fucking one-trick ponies. Oh, great, you can play the banjo. Every fucking song you play sounds the same. I'm sorry, that's toxic. I don't have any talents on my own. I shouldn't criticize people. You know, I'm gonna fish for a little bit. I need to think a little bit. I need to loosen up a little bit. I think I'm tense. I think I'm really tensed up. Can you do my homework for me? No. Cruel, cruel world, I must I go on. I'm gonna take a nice little drink watching Axel play Minecraft. Oh, really? Yuck. Let's talk life. Let's talk philosophy. What the fuck is the point of any of it? I'm just messing. Shaders. Okay. Ah, my back. Guys, your streamer's not feeling too well. I need to go to the US to perform an emergency procedure. I need $100,000. Prezzo, you could easily pay for my procedure. Catsy fucking bit, fucking 1,000 bits. What? Catsy fucking another 1,000 bits. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell's going on right now?
Hello?
The hell? Think of the 3,000 bits. Shout out to Catsy fucking, one of the legends of the chat.
Aksually. Hello?
Actually. Hello. Do you have blue eyes? I've always been scared of blue-eyed people. Yes, I do, but my fucking prescription is so dog shit that you don't even see my eyes.
Bro.
Oh my god, $1. All of Epic, thank you. Ah. Relax, guys. I can't drop a phone and, relax. I want to start talking like Trump. I want to, like, mimic all his speaking patterns and in the end just, like, literally, like, just talk like Trump core, you know what I mean? Like, I was watching all the videos he made about, like, Mac Miller. When Mac Miller made the Donald Trump song in, like, 2011, he was like, literally, like, how he turned from, like, loving Mac to being like, where's my money? I want my money, Mac. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. God, I love it when something big happens and I just can't help but soy face all over the floor. You're doing a Mr. Grabs voice? Shit is ass. Next song. No, I'm kidding. I want, like, what is this one? Oh, dude, this song is depressing as hell. Ooh. I put fries with mayo. No, yes. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good. Mayo is so mid, man. Shut the hell up. Shut your goofy ass up. Especially vegan mayo. Woo. Have I tried Indian food? Dude, I love Indian food. I'd give Indian food a 10 out of 10. The variety and flavors in Indian food is almost unmatched by any other cuisine. I love Indiana food. Do better, Prezzo.
white people be like,
Alien Ripley, thank you for the 1 year. One humongous year. Why you say Carl? What do you mean? That's just what I look like. Okay, I get it. We look alike. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, why don't you go dag me to TikTok, all right? That's just what I look like. Yeah, this is my VTuber. That's the way it is. Yikes. How do I even do that? Your job is making little noises? True. You scared my dog? Woof woof. When I always become more unhinged playing Minecraft, because I don't... There's no limits on me. No, I would not be a white crusty dog. I'd be an alpha wolf in the wild. Everybody hide away. The wolf's coming is what they say when I show up. Frankers died? True. What's with all these fucking legendary animals just dying all of a sudden? Wait. That's the way it is. Animals always fucking die. Dude, I know, right? I've always wanted to get a rat, but I can't. Like, they live for such a awful period of time where it's like, just as you're like, this is my best friend ever, they just die. Like, that's just so sad. Wait, I want to check out this one playlist I had. This playlist. Dude, this shit has like some crazy ass ambient music on it. 403 songs. I found some good ass shit on this playlist. What was the playlist you played last night? Fucking bangers or some shit. I don't know. Ooh, meditation music. All right, guys, we're gonna meditate. Invest in NFTs. Who the hell are you? Dude, I swear to God, I bet if I had a house in the backyard had like a little pond, I bet some creepy motherfucker would try to crawl out of it, try to suck on my toes a little. Anybody else used to get scared of the scary movies as a kid? Because sometimes, like, the scene with Michael Jackson, that shit was scary. Yes, and my family would gaslight me. Same with my family, but on other topics. You keep talking about being scared of Michael Jackson, because I was scared. I was horrified. Low key, like, here's the thing: is like, can you guys imagine like Stonepah walking around before you presses go live? Like, I can't. Like, I just feel like at a certain time every day he spawns in at the computer and the stream goes live, and then it just goes. Like, can you imagine you walk into a grocery store and you just see Stonepah with a little cart pushing it around? I've never even seen his legs. When is XRC coming on the server? Dude, he's never coming on the server. What the fuck? When you ask him literally any question, he circles it back to streaming is my life. No, yeah, he literally fucking circles it back to like, I will never hate streaming. I fucking will love streaming until I die. He has nightmares of streaming. I literally, like, I think I had a dream tonight. Oh, this one's kind of scary. Oh! Holy moly. Should get James Corden on the server. I just would be so happy if, like, that man just, you know, like, just went missing. And, like, nobody knew what happened, and we just kind of be like, oh well. Ooh, another bow. Oh my goodness. That's so good, but then it's Curse of Vanishing? What does that shit mean? What is Curse of Vanishing? Wait, why? Because James Corden is a piece of shit. It disappears when you die. Oh, I won't die. What the hell? I just got a cracked bow, and I'm not even gonna die. So... when I was putting together the best of actually 2021, I didn't realize that I said that thing about when everybody's like, oh, I gotta go back to school. I didn't realize I said that thing about calling the principals. And it made me laugh really fucking hard. That happened at my sister's school. Like, this was like a very, very long time ago. But like, some kid in her school just didn't want to go to. I think he had like a test that he wanted to take that day, and he wasn't. He hadn't like, said like, oh, or like, you know, he hadn't studied or whatever, and he kind of knew that if he failed this, then he would have been fucked. So he thought of this great idea where he was just like, I'm gonna call in a bomb threat so that school gets canceled. Instead of, even being like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to be sick. He just called in a bomb threat. The whole school got evacuated. And people found out it was him like pretty much immediately. And then apparently nobody ever saw him again. Wait, who? What do you want? Like his full name? I don't know who. Just some kid at a school. No, this music's kind of crazy, low-key. Orbiting chimes for deep sleep. This is called sleep music. No, that ain't sleep music. What is this? This sounds scary. Scary as hell. No, thank you. Oh, dude, this song goes hard. Some could say One Direction is meditation music. What the hell did I just get? Ugh. The fuck, 10 of them? Jesus. Dude, they really named them Beethoven, like Beats by Schrute. If this was if he was born in like 2015, he would have been named Beethoven, like a little beat. You know what I mean? What enchants are on your current rod? Hold on a minute. A little bit of an inappropriate question. I'm gonna fucking vomit. Do I listen to this on a daily basis? Oh, I'm sorry that it's not fucking gay pop. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck, I really should build these stairs, shouldn't I? What's wrong with me? You ever come to the realization, wow, I really am my own worst enemy? Like, I've met some awful people in my time, people that I could consider my enemies, but none of them top myself. Hey, Prezzo, Chibli, any of you want to say? I'm gonna fucking do this shit. Look at this fucking ass. Yo. I'm watching Euphoria soon. Didn't that like drop like 45 minutes ago? What are you doing? I'm on my grind. Your mom dropped 45 minutes ago. Can you imagine if I just got really offended at that? What you just said? Like, can you imagine if I like just actually was like, no, fuck this. Like, I can't do this anymore. Dude, this is good. This is like perfect for what we're doing right now. This is like that one Sophie track where it's just like the sound of a mosquito. Anybody know that one? What's up, Frida Swallow? Put a one in chat if you love girls. Thought daughter or gay son? Non-binary actually viewer. Do I like Mac Miller? I have a tattoo related to him, so yeah. Yeah. I would say that's do you listen to A Tribe Called Quest? See, that has to be, you heard me talk about it on like Jake's stream, and they're like, I'm gonna ask him at the stream so that he knows that See, I know your game, chat, alright? You're not gonna fool an old fart like me. I've been around this universe for long enough to realize that how things work in this world. Have I ever shown my Mac Miller tattoo? Only like 50 times, maybe. Boy, you didn't listening to A Tribe Called Quest. What the hell are you talking about? Some of you guys just be putting your little brainworms in chat. WTF, I feel like I've never seen it. That just reads like sarcasm. Am I insane? Am I that sarcastic that I just think everybody else is sarcastic too, and that means I don't believe any of them? I think I'm just losing my mind. What do I think of Lil Huddy? He's like a 23-month actually sub, so, you know, we love him around here. I can never tell when you're sarcastic, so I never believe what you say. Yeah. That's fair. Is Charlie subbed? No, she's broke. She's one of those people that begs Liz for a sub. So the type of motherfucker to put CEO of sarcasm in his bio. Not true. I made some... Oh my god, man. What a wonderful meal I had today. Fried up some vegan gyoza. Sat on my couch. Ate it. I really thought to myself, man, maybe life ain't
White
all
people
that
be
bad.
like,
And then my back started hurting. I was like, ah, ow, ow, ow. My God, all of Epic. Thank you for thinking of the Charlie D'Amelio official. Buzz your hair? No. Shut the hell up, bitch. Like, seriously. Annoying ass. Hey, ow. I tried to be nice to him. I tried to play nice. Would I ever dye my hair a crazy color? Not gonna lie, I feel like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier just kind of ruined that for everybody. Like, no disrespect to them, but like, and Ninja, like, they kind of took all three colors. You know what I mean? Ninja like took pink too. Like Ninja was going on like I'm gonna like I think even Mark did. Like these motherfuckers are collecting like every color possible, and now it's like, oh, you get that hair color, like you're them, and it's been years. That one old ass Fortnite stream with the pink hair. That's literally gonna be me. Like I don't think you guys realize I'm not going anywhere. I want to be like 40 years old, smoking cigarettes. And by that point, like I'll have like maybe like 2 failed marriages, and there might be like a kid in the middle of somewhere, and then like my ex-wife's like trying to call me, and then like I have this like really awkward on-stream argument on the phone with my ex-wife. And then it gets like clipped, and everybody's like, this old man is fucking pathetic, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. And I just like smoke cigarettes. Your ex-wife in the Twitch chat begging for you to pick up the call. No, literally, like my son will be in the chat like, please end the stream. We need to talk. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like you're so annoying. No, low key, if they invented cigarettes that like don't give you lung cancer, I would smoke them every day, all day, man. I would always have a little cig in my mouth. Jules? Well, then, if you jewel, you're like a little nerd. You know what I mean? Can I ban your ex-wife? That would actually be really funny. Oh, my goodness. So Jake's a nerd? Jake is the nerdiest little nerd. Like, you guys don't want to be around Jake when he starts geeking out. Talking about, like, the Big Bang Theory and, like, comic books and shit. Ugh, so annoying. I am sponsored by the truth. I think I used to think I was very smart, but then I realized that was because I surrounded myself with like really stupid people. And then compared to them, I was just like I was very like, you know, very intelligent. And then I met like actually smart people, and I was like, nah man, I'm actually like such a fucking dumb piece of shit. Do I have a crush on Weston? Hey, stick around for like 2 more years. I might put on a maid dress. I think everyone is smart in different ways. No, literally, like, here's the thing is, scientists, so-called smartest people alive, I bet they're fucking dumbasses when it comes to running a Twitch stream, alright? They don't know how to farm omega-lols like I do. They don't know how to trauma dump like I do. Low-key, I should open a P.O. box at one point. I think that would be kind of funny. Just to see, like, what shows up. Oh no, this track is ending. It was actually quite enjoyable. Would it be in Estonia? Well, I mean, I live here. Ow, my back. Is it very expensive to ship stuff to Estonia? I've shipped stuff to the US before. It's not that expensive. Like, the package I sent was, like, pretty big and heavy, and it was, like, $40. So, if it's not, like, I feel like most of the packages won't be that heavy, so it wouldn't be that much. You've got streamer money, though? Yeah, I mean... I have it now, but will I have it in 10 years? Probably not. I'll probably be fucking broke and homeless. And then I'll be like, probably like pissing my pants on Hollywood Boulevard, and one of you will walk by. I was like, no way. And then you take a picture of me and then like walk away. Oh man, I love the rain with shaders. You think someone in chat will be the next Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah, I don't know. Because it's interesting to think about because you never know who's watching, right? Because fucking Jack Black's son was a Reddit stan. Like, that's a real thing that happened. Like, Jack Black's son was a Reddit stan, and then, like, I remember there was a whole thing where, like, there was a moment where, like, there was a very real chance that Jack Black was going to come to our fucking VidCon meetup, but then, obviously, they realized that that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Because then people would be like, no way, that's Jack Black. But yeah, that. So it's like, you never know who's watching. Ow. I know one of Pink Panther's friends, and she's a GNF viewer. The fuck? Damn it, I fucked up. I wonder if Trump's son would be a Dream SMP stan. No, he'd be one of those people that are like, would like reply to Dream SMP stans being like, you're a bitch. Damn it, I keep taking my hand off the mouse and then I'm like, oh no, I'm getting a fish. Trump's son has a Yoking bucket hat. No, can you imagine if he just like walked out wearing one? That would be... Holy shit. Not gonna lie, I would try to look up his address. I'd be like, okay, I'll go to my merch company. I'd be like, hey, can we do a quick search? I wonder what stands the Kardashians' kids will become. Yeah, that's true, because they kind of like just missed the Dream SMP boat. Like, they're a little bit too young for that right now. So they'll probably be like fans of like whatever's next, you know? Dude, if fucking like one of Kim Kardashian's children was just like, yeah, I'll give you like a $50,000 donation, I'd be like, dude, I've always loved everything that the Kardashians have done. I support everything. And then they charge back. Ugh. Well, they're not getting it back. It's kind of interesting, right? Because I feel like back in the day when these like kids of like ultra rich celebrities grew up, they like, it's, well, I mean, obviously they'll still grow up in like an echo chamber and like a lot of them will be like completely out of touch and shit, but it feels like nowadays it's way easier for them to run into like regular people, and there's like a way bigger chance of them randomly being like, wait a minute, we should eat the rich, you know what I mean? Like back in the day before the internet, like those like fucking Northwest was never gonna see a fucking poor person. Now it's like if she looks at on TikTok, she'll see a poor person. It'll happen. Like there's no, you can't avoid it. Poor people are all on your screens and shit. There's no avoiding it. Let me just put this shit here right now. I do not see poor people on my For You page. That shit really is for you. We get it. You have rich parents. We get it, dude. You talk to your parents still. Wait, Bob Saget actually died? I thought it was a joke. Nope. Who's the dumbest person you've ever met? I was thinking about this yesterday, right? Because I used to, when I was younger, fucking prezzo. When I was younger, I I feel like I was very quick to think people were dumb because I'd be like, this person doesn't have the same interest as me. They don't know like how to use the computer as well as me. Like this person's a fucking idiot. And then like yesterday I was like, at the same time, I feel like so many people were thinking that same exact thing about me because I wasn't into their interests. And I didn't know shit about what they were into. So they were probably like, ah, this motherfucker's dumb as hell. So, kind of interesting to think about. Keep thinking it's a name tag. I hate how similar it looks. It's also just like so fascinating to think about like all the people that you kind of run into as you live your life, and then you know, like what happens to them. Like if you really think about it, you run into like an 80-year-old grandma, her whole 80 years of living has kind of led up to this moment of running into you. You know what I mean? 80 years of decisions, 80 years of fucking moving around everywhere, doing shit. It's led up to like her kind of like walking past you or like looking you in the eye in that one moment. And then you just go your separate ways. It's like this big like climax, you know, you run into each other when you think about it that way. I thought about that because somebody was like, I wonder what that lady next to you on the bus is doing. And I was thinking like, could be dead. I mean, you know, that shit was like 3 years ago. Old. Probably a pretty old lady was next to me. Could be fine though. Could be just chilling right now. Asleep. Waking up tomorrow. Getting on with it. Getting on another bus. We don't know. There's no way to know. We'll never know who that person is or what happened to them. And sometimes I get DMs from people that I used to go to school with that kind of like, I think had that experience with me. Because I've gone to multiple schools in my life. And some of them were like pretty brief. And then some of them were like, you know. And basically every time I would switch schools, I would just kind of be like, I'm out. I don't really feel the need to keep in contact with anybody. Even when it was like nice people, I was just like, I don't really care. So I would just kind of like disappear out of those people's lives. And then some of them will find me and they'll like DM me and they'll be like, no way, is this you? And then I'm like, well, I don't reply to them, but like, I'm like, yeah, you found me. Nice job. Because like, for example, I went to, for like, I think like the first like 5 or 6 grades, I went to the same school. Actually, I think it was like 7 or 8 grades. I don't know. And then the same year that I moved, I deleted my Facebook. I deleted like my whole like social media. I completely went off the grid. And I lost contact with everybody, including my best friend at the time, who got, you know, obviously didn't like me anymore after that because, you know, that was like kind of fucked up. But I think about that and I'm like, I like really went off the grid. Those people could dox you. Yeah, they could. And they do every time they come in my Twitch chat. But I think about that a lot because I didn't even really think about that until recently, that, you know, those people really had no idea what happened to me. So then it's like, I wonder like what they thought happened. Like teachers and shit. Even my old teachers, they had no fucking idea where I went. I just disappeared. I was like, I'm out of here. Like they knew what like school I went to. But then that's where the trail ended for them. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're wishing you the best. No, because here's the thing: is some of them were just fucking like assholes. Like some of these like, and also some of them weren't even assholes. Some of them were just kind of like people that I didn't want to be around. Like, don't get me wrong, me going off the grid was a very like calculated decision because I honestly just didn't want to be associated with a lot of these people. They were young though. I mean, they were like 14, 15. And then I've looked them up and like, the thing is that if you live in like a really rural place, unless you move out of that place, you will not change. That's the one thing that I've noticed is if you live in like a rural village, like small town, if you don't move out of that town, you don't evolve as a person. And I've learned that about like literally every single one of those people, because I looked like a few months ago, I got super high and I looked up every single person I could remember on Facebook. And the only people that I know were like, whoa, like this person is so different, were people that moved out and like they're either like in another country now or they're doing something else. Every single person that's stuck around that place looks like they're exactly the same. Like they were stuck in that time. You know? And it's like this like interesting thing to look at, I guess. No, yeah, it's because it's like when you live in a small village, you just you need to see more of the world. You need to see more different peoples and like realize that maybe your way of living isn't the only right way of living. You know what I mean? I remember when I left my old school, I posted something like after a few years and I got a reply from a girl in my class who was so stunned because she thought I died. No, literally, people probably thought I died. Like, it was just like... Because the thing also is I've had the same phone number since I was like 11 years old. So they could call me. I never even changed my number. That's the one thing I didn't change. They could have easily... Like, and one time they did call me and it was so fucking awkward. Like, I think it'd been like 2 years after I moved. And I get a call from this like strange number. I'm like, I pick up. And I like somebody's putting on a voice and I hear like people laughing in the background. And I was just like... I remember I just said like, I don't really care about this. And then I hung up. But I could tell like it was them, you know? It was my old friends. But I think I just realized that like when I'm like 13, I probably shouldn't be around people that want me to like drink beer and smoke cigarettes. Because I feel like, oh my god, finally, dude, let's fucking go. Because I was just like, you know, maybe that I don't need to do that in this part of my life. And I think that was kind of my like I don't know, kind of like my biggest mistake back then was I think I just wasn't myself. So that's why I ended up around these people that I don't even like, you know, that I don't even relate to even now that we've all grown older, because we're just such different people. And the only reason we were actually friends was because I was like, I just wanted to be a part of groups that I thought were cool instead of groups that, you know, actually kind of suited me. And I like, I don't know. What age was you when you first smoked? Weed or cigarettes? Cigarettes? 6 years old. Weed? I think I was like 14. And then my chest felt funny and I was like, I'm gonna die. And then I didn't do it again for a bit. Which was a good decision. I still don't understand how you did that at 6. It's very simple. I had no parental supervision. Literally, in my childhood, I could walk out of the door in the morning and I wouldn't have to report back home until like 7 p.m., 8 p.m. dinner time. And then I would go walk around and then I would find these like older kids. And by older kids, I mean these kids were like 12 years old. But because they were like basically like twice my age, I was like, these dudes are adults. You know what I mean? It wasn't even dudes, it was girls. And then they were smoking cigarettes and I was like, yeah, man, I want to smoke cigarettes. And then I did, and I was like, doesn't really, I was kind of like whatever about it. But I remember I kind of loved doing it because they would always give me candy to cover up the breath. So I was like, you know, I don't know. I don't like, here's the thing is, I don't see it as sad because I just like, it's just like something that like, I mean, obviously, like, if I saw that happening to a kid nowadays, I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty fucking sad, right? But, like, I don't know. Like, I just, like, it was, like, so, like, it was just my life. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even feel sad. I was like, yeah, that was just whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of like, I think amongst kids, it's just like it's like the older kids just it's like a hierarchy. You know what I mean? Whatever the old kids do, they the younger kids just want to follow suit. It's very much like trying to find like role models in your life, even if they're not good, and then trying to do whatever they do. Boys will be boys. How were you able to smoke weed when you were 14? Just people had it. That's how it usually goes. It's just people have it, and then they offer it to you, and then you're like, yeah, sure, I'm fucking old enough. Because that's, I think, the worst part is when you're young, even when you're like 6 years old, and I'm like, I'm a fucking grown up. Like, I can fucking handle whatever life throws at me. And then you're like, you can't really, but like, you want to. Does your mom know that you smoked so young? I can't remember. Probably. I probably told her at some point. I'd never so I've told the story of how I got into a fight with this one kid. It was a really underwhelming fight. I just took one punch and it hurt my hand, and I was like, I can't do this. But like I got into like a bunch of like drama in like elementary school when I was in like second or third grade, because basically like it was a pretty small school, and there was like 6 or 7 boys in our class, and then like I was in a friend group with like 4 or 5 of these, and then this group had this like one leader. I don't know how this guy managed to pull it off, but this guy was like the cool dude, even though he was a total fucking nerd. Like looking back at it, this guy was not the fucking alpha male that we all thought he was. He just kind of like managed to manipulate himself in that position. Everybody's like, okay, this is the group leader, we're all gonna follow him. And not like thinking back at it, like this kid was like fucked up. Like if you would like, everybody would just agree with anything that he said, and if you disagreed, he would oust you from the group and make everybody else not talk to you. Like it was fucked up. Like literally every single one of us in the group at one point went through it, where like we would get kicked out the group, and then we couldn't talk to the person that was getting kicked out. I got kicked out at one point. I don't remember what sort of beef we had, but I just remember I got kicked out of the group for the day. And then like they drew like a really ugly picture of me, and they're like, look at this is you. And I was like, no, that's not me. And it was like I remember being like so offended, but like the picture was actually kind of funny. And then I remember like at the bus stop, like being like oh, like what's up guys, and then they wouldn't talk to me, and then the next day we just would come to school and it was normal. Like it was some weird shit. School is just fucking stupid as hell. No, yeah, kids are fucking annoying assholes. Have I ever told you guys that story about how like I borrowed like Bakugans from this kid, and then like during like the middle of the summer, he like his grandmother called the school and found out where I lived, and then like they pulled up to my fucking house. That shit was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. That like I think about that sometimes. I'm like, what the hell? And keep in mind, like they didn't drive to my house; they cycled like 15 kilometers to my house. So that they did not announce that they were coming. They just pulled up randomly. I remember I had my friends over, and this fucking old ass lady. Keep in mind, this woman looked like she was 75 years old. Motherfucker cycled 15 kilometers just to show up at my house and like embarrass me in front of my friends. That was weird as hell. Why did the school give them your address? I don't know. I really feel like that shouldn't have happened. I feel like that definitely was some sort of privacy violation. Like, what if the grandmother was like out to kill me, and then like, like no, just think about it. Like, what if she was like, I'm gonna go shoot this kid for like stealing my grandson's Bakugans, and then the school just gives them my address, and then she like shoots me. Then who's responsible? That'd be so messed up. We wouldn't have met. True, but I'd be like one of those like, I would have been on like 9gag, like a little post like, this kid in Estonia was shot because he didn't return his Bakugans in time. And then they probably wouldn't even use like a picture of me. They'd put some other random kid. At our school, we have a website that has everyone's address and phone numbers on it. What the fuck? Do you guys remember your first crush? Like first ever like crush? Mine was I think I like talked about this girl a while ago, but it was like in kindergarten, when I went to kindergarten, there was this one girl that would always hang out with me every day. I was like very introverted, and then she would always like play games with me and hang out with me. And then I went to that kindergarten for like a month, and then I never saw her again. What the hell are you white-hearting? Don't white-heart about my wholesome story. Mine said he loved me during nap time, and I said I didn't care. That's fucked up. He literally sharted in the middle of
White
class.
people be like,
Audrey, thank you for the 8 months. I had a crush on the same kid for 6 years. Yeah, I definitely had a crush on, I think in like elementary time, like first to like fourth grade, I had a crush on the same girl. But like she was kind of boring. Like why did I even fucking like her? Like I literally, there was nothing to her. Like she was, don't get me wrong, she was very nice. She was very kind, but she was so boring. Like I literally like, because I think until like the third or fourth grade, we were the smartest kids in class, her and I. So the teachers would always pair us up for shit. And like, we had fucking nothing to talk about. Like, it was just fucking, ugh. That conversation was dead as hell. She wasn't even a drainer. Dude, she probably doesn't even know what Drain Gang is now. Okay? I'm not even lying. She probably has no fucking idea what Drain Gang is right now. And that's a fucking bullet dodged. Can't wait to get like, can't wait for TikTok to be like picking up me talking right now. And then like on my For You page, it's just like a clip of her draining. I'm just like, what the hell? What the fuck is this? One time in kindergarten, a boy said he had a crush on me, and I said I didn't care, so he wrote "I hat June" on the walls and stopped talking to me. He was trying to write "I hate June," but he couldn't spell. Lol. I love that shit. I love when little kids are stupid. Do you ever wonder who's had a crush on you? Like I always think about if people like me, and I never see. Here's the thing: is it's never obvious to me in the moment, and then I look back at random people. I'm like, wait a minute, that person definitely liked me. Like this was like insane. But I never realize in the moment because I'm just like, yeah, this person's just being nice. I think I never realize unless I like them myself. Then I am kind of like, something could be happening here. But then if I do like them, then I'm like, no, I'm overreading it. I'm like reading too much into it. So then I dismiss it then too. I friend zoned my middle school crush so hard. It's fucked up. I don't think anyone's ever liked me in that way. Nah, I don't think that's true. It's probably that you just haven't noticed. The hell? I like people until they confess to me, then I get scared of them. You want me to get like real deep and philosophical here? Because I will. Okay. I feel like the thing about me is I like the idea. When it comes to most things, I like the ideas of things rather than the things themselves. I like thinking about this or that happening. I like thinking about liking this person. And I like thinking about this person liking me back. But then when it actually happens, I don't enjoy it. I don't know why. I mean, obviously it depends on the person, but like that's how it happens a lot of the time. I just like the ideas of things, and sometimes, when as soon as it comes to reality, God, it's like this fucking Charles Bukowski quote, which I don't want to be one of those fucking dudes that starts fucking quoting Charles Bukowski, but like I'm telling you, Charles Bukowski is so interesting because he is literally such a miserable fuck, or he was. He's dead. He's been dead for 30 years. But like he has this one fucking quote that like I feel like puts it, that sums up it so well. Hold on. Let me look it up. How do you even tell someone your feelings without thinking it's cringe? Listen, I just have this thing, the way that I go about it. I like to be in my little crush moment, and then I'm like, is it worth telling this person or not? Am I actually like interested in pursuing this? And if I am, I just tell them. And if they don't like it, then that's fine. I think rejection gets easier the more you get rejected. Because I think the more you confess to people, the more likely you are to get rejected. And I just, in my mind, I have this thing where it's like, eventually I'm just going to tell them because I can't be fucking bothered. Because I've realized that if I don't tell them, then it's literally going to eat up like 6 months of my life. I mean, rejection never gets easy per se, but like after a certain period of time, I was just like, I don't know, like I'll just move on. You know what I mean? I was just waiting for the other person to tell me. See, people like you are the reason why everything is fucked up. Oh yeah, this is the quote I was talking about. Love is a fog that burns with the first daylight of reality. Which means that like when it's an idea, it's like, oh my god, like this is epic. And then as soon as it actually starts coming to fruition, it's like either the fucking cracks start to show or the red flags start to show, and you're just like, I'm out. I can't do this. Or sometimes there isn't even a fucking red flag. It's just that it doesn't feel as good in the moment for some reason. I've only ever been rejected, so every time it happens, I feel worse. I've been rejected a bunch in my life. And I think there was definitely a time where I would get rejected, and then it would kind of, my self-esteem would take a hit. Because I would let this one person, for some reason, control my entire perception of myself. And then I realized that's not really ever a good idea. Oh, thank you. That's kind. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Because the thing is, like, I don't know, like, maybe that's just me, but I've been, like, you know, I've been rejected by people, and then I'm just kind of like, all right, whatever. And then, like, I'm still friends with that person. Like, I don't even care. But also, like, there have been, like, I don't know, like, I think when I was in, this was years ago, but, I had a person that, like, I really liked, and then I told them, I was like, yeah, I really like you, and they didn't, I think I got offended because they fucking like their reaction was kind of like repulsed. It was kind of like, oh my god, no, like I'm sorry if I ever gave you that idea, but like, oh my god, no, like I'm like, and I was just like, oh, I mean, you could have just said no, like you didn't have to like give like a whole like reaction, you know what I mean? And then I tried to remain friends with them, but that I realized like sometimes keeping those people around just kind of hurts, you know what I mean? So then I ended up cutting them off because I was just like, I don't want to. I think this is like not productive for myself, and it sucks in the sense where it's like, yeah, you could have been good friends, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, making friends isn't that fucking hard. When you really put yourself out there, it's really not that hard to make friends. So it's like, bye, I guess. I would simply sit at my desk for 8 hours a day staring at nothing. I think it's very easy. Like, my mind has gone down this rabbit hole so many times where it's like, you get rejected and then your mind is immediately like, well, I'm literally the ugliest person in the world. Like, I'm so fucking lame. Like, no wonder nobody wants me. Like, I'm fucking lame. Like, this person that I really like doesn't like me, so I'm fucking lame as hell. But then, you know, you should realize that the whole like plenty of fish in the sea shit, I mean, it is like used a lot, but it is true. Just because one person doesn't like you, you know, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. I wish I rejected my ex because our relationship was so bad. In my own personal life, I just feel like there's no use in looking back at stuff like that. I just kind of, you know, I have a lot of people in my life who I feel like our relationship kind of, in the long term, kind of either hurt me or damaged me or whatever. But I just kind of try to look back at it as like a, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You learn from it, and you just kind of got to take that as a positive and, you know, strive for the next thing. True, but my ex still harasses me to this day. Oh yeah, I mean that's fucking awful. Jesus. Yeah, that's like a whole other level. To be honest, nothing is more disappointing than finding out someone was only your friend to pursue a romantic relationship. That's like such like it's a really difficult situation though. Like it obviously depends on the person's motives. Because I think it's if somebody was, I think if somebody just had like either like sexual intent or like not pure intentions in that regards, yeah, that's kind of it sucks. But like also at the same time, like you can't, like, I don't personally, if somebody likes you, they like you. You don't really choose who you like, and if they saw a different thing in this than you did, you know, that you can't, there's nothing you can really do about it. I like, there is like some people where I've seen like some people talk about it on Twitter or some shit, and it's literally like, as soon as, you know, they find out that like, oh my god, this person actually liked me, fucking everything's ruined. Fuck this person. Like, this is so fucking, like, how dare they like me? Like, I just saw them as friends. How dare they not see me as like the same thing? You know, it's just how it is sometimes. This person might see you as, it'll happen to you too, you know? So it's like, you gotta be realistic about it. Sorry, I was scratching my eyes. Like, obviously, yeah, there's people that I feel like, I don't know, the people that are just like sitting by waiting to like fuck or whatever, those people are lame. But when people just, I don't know, it sucks, obviously, but don't worry about the whole scratching your eye thing. Thank you. I just got out of a 2-year relationship about a month ago, and as much as I loved her, I feel like she didn't have many goals, and despite the love feeling real, after a while it started to take a drag on the relationship. Yeah. Breakups, I mean, I've never even, the longest relationship I've had was like under a year, a little bit. It was very close to a year. I cannot even imagine what it's like to date somebody for like 2 years or multiple years and then you break up. Like that's like a whole other like level in my head. I got broken up with over text in a nearly 2-year relationship. Jesus. I think that's one of the worst parts about like phones and social media is people just don't like people now more than ever just avoid confrontation. And I think that used to be me very much. Like I think a couple years ago, I very much avoided confrontation as well. More so with like people that I really like kind of that mattered to me or whatever. But then eventually I just realized that sometimes people avoid confrontation and they tell themselves, I'm doing this to like protect the other person. But in reality, that's just a lie you tell yourself because you don't want to like deal with the stress of doing the right thing and being honest with a person. Imagine someone finds their ex ranting in an actually chat. Oh my god, and then they start debating. That would be like crazy. I've tried to date, but I was so chronically stressed about pleasing the person, so I haven't dipped my toe in the dating game for a long time. I think dating is like such a fucking dating is hard because if you date like a really shitty person, then that can literally like fuck up your perception of that shit for like a long ass time. Because really, at the end of the day, what a relationship is a partnership. You know, like you kind of you give, you take. You know, it's not one person is the end all be all of it. You're more so like you're supposed to balance each other out. So then it's like that, you know, I don't know. My ex is in this chat right now, lol. I dated someone for a year and a half. Afterwards, I found they hated me the entire time. See, I don't like. I try to like. This isn't obviously in regards to dating. This is just in general of talking to people that, you know, being around people. But I try to avoid as many fake interactions as possible. If I don't like somebody, I don't hang out with them. I don't make any contact with them. Like if I don't like someone's vibes, I just think it's so much better to not talk to them rather than talk to them and then like be like every time after you hang out just like talk shit behind their back. Like I've been in so many groups like that. I think that's Ruth's doing. I think Ruth is like deforesting or some shit. But it's just, you know, I don't like it. I think like the biggest like contact I had with this, honestly, like even like high school was pretty bad for it, where people would just like hang out with people and then immediately talk shit behind their back. But also like, God, like it was like a when I first started doing this as a fucking job, it was so like you'd be at a party or some shit and then somebody would be like, oh dude, fuck that guy, like fuck that guy so much, and then that guy would come over and like they would be like the nicest person ever to them, and then all that would make me think is like, is this person doing the same thing to me? I know too many shit talkers, man. Like, still, exactly. And people that shit talk for no fucking reason as well. Like, literally any small detail, they're like, I'm gonna fucking shit talk this. I'm gonna shit talk that. But also at the same time, they're on their like fucking high horse about it. Like, it's so annoying. And it's just as easy as, if you don't like this person, try to avoid hanging out with them. Now, I understand that there's situations where, like, maybe they're friends with your friends and you can't avoid it all the time. But, like, there are times where I've just seen people go out of their way to spend time with this person, and they're like, I hate this person. This person sucks. Like, why are you... Why? You know? What's the point? Someone broke the fences. Whoever this is going to hell for real. Oh my god. Yeah, my tips for making friends is just try to socialize with people around the things that interest you. Try to find places where you can meet people that have those interests, and it'll just happen naturally. But you do have to talk to people. It won't just happen. You know what I mean? Like, friends don't start spawning in.
Why you got so many
Ghostify, think of the tier 1.
Why you got necklace?
The hell? Who's been stealing Jesus' stuff? Any advice on job interviews? I'm gonna be honest, I've never had a job interview in my life. Oh. Thanks a lot, asshole. So I would probably fumble them and do dog shit at them. Dude, even at like the fucking like little interviews for like apartments where the landlords ask you like, what do you do? I'm like, how do I tell you this? I've had one and I worked there for 2 weeks. And I quit because they put me on for Canada Day when I said I didn't want to. It's kind of based. I just fucking love deep conversations, man. And I think that is literally what, like, I feel like I can't call someone a good friend or a close friend until I have unlocked that part of their brain. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking, like, I have so many not like late night talks with people where I, after that, I'm like, yeah, this is one of those people now. Like, they're good with me. You know what I mean? Because I love getting deep about shit. I love talking about random shit, and I love making fun of it at the same time. It's just fun as fuck. Like, it's just so fun. It's so fun to like just talk about like random shit and like have everybody contribute. Like, oh, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Like, how would you approach this situation in life? And then everybody just kind of puts in their thoughts, and then, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't like when people run away from these conversations. I don't like it. I think everybody just kind of needs to have these conversations. Like, if you run away from them, then that's like a kind of like a worrying thing. Talk about politics? Yeah, exactly. Bring up politics at the family dinner table. Like, dude, I fucking love fishing. Oh my god, this fucking track was on for a whole hour and it's about to end. Oh my god. Oh, this is nice. And, you know, just asking people like these questions where it's like, not like what is the meaning of life, because I think what is the meaning of life, there's such a fucking easy answer to that, and it's just like whatever the fuck you make it, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? Like reproduction, yeah, but if you see your life as that, then like you are just a fucking empty shell of an NPC who just fucking wanders through everyday life. Like it's kind of like this sense where it's like everybody, like people who like never ask themselves what they want to do, they just kind of like, since they were a kid, they've been told like, oh, I want to, you know, obviously I want to get a job and get married and, you know, maybe keep working the family business. But it's like, do you really? You got to ask yourself, do you really want to do that? Or have you been made to believe that you want to do that? I have trouble talking with my new friends in college about deep things because it sounds so forced. Yeah. I've had that with people. It's like, I guess sometimes it just has to be the right moment where you really unlock that part of their brain. Because it's just like, I don't know, like I don't, you know, obviously I'm not going to tell anybody like if their life is miserable or not, but I feel like I see all these like people, you know, I look at some old people and I'm like, I look at their life and I just can't help but wonder, like, did they do the things that they wanted to do, or did they just go through this life where, you know, they got a job, they got married, and, you know, that felt like this like huge grand moment for them because they just felt like this is something that is a part of life and something that you have to do, but not because they never had the opportunity to kind of have the fucking autonomy to ask themselves, like, is this something that I want to do? And I think, like, when you look at a lot of people, a lot of old people, especially from, like, you know, the last century, and it's just like, it felt like they were all just kind of going through the same shit. Get a job, buy a house, get married, have kids. Oh, and now you're 70. I don't know what I need to put these things away somewhere. I can make a pretty good bow out of this. There's some good shit here. I can make a pretty darn good bow. It's like I had this whole conversation about like tattoos and shit, and why I don't really fucking I don't care. Like they don't really at all, like, I don't feel like I need to meticulously think through every single one, because I just don't see that as something that is so significant. You know? Like I just kind of like, if I'm in the moment, I'm like, the significance for me in them is that in the moment I'm like, I think this is cool, and then I have it on my body, and then I have that as something to remember that moment by. Because I'll look at that tattoo and I'll kind of remember what I felt, and kind of the state of mind I was in that made me be like, yes, this is what I need. No, yeah, a lot of it is capitalism. It's just, you know, getting in the fucking work. Kids. This is all you are. You're just a cog. There's nothing wrong with being a cog. There's nothing wrong with being a cog, but you need to ask yourself how many of these people actually realize that they are just a cog, and if they would have been given the fucking autonomy to like ask themselves, hey, do I want to be a cog? Do I want to like, is there something else I would want to do? Like, how many of them would have done something else? You know, because there's nothing wrong with going through that, getting a job, you know, getting married. If that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But that's the main part, is if that's what you want to do. And it's like, there's a lot of people that just aren't in that situation where they can ask themselves what they want to do. Because either, you know, either they're the way that they were raised, or they are, you know, they are in a fortunate situation because mostly kind of they have no opportunity. Like, they have no opportunity to pursue anything else because they kind of just need to go immediately work or, you know, whatever. I think the most important part, though, is just having, like, parents that enable you to be an individual rather than trying to project their own wants and wishes onto you. Because I feel like that's the most important part, is that I feel like sometimes you as a parent should let your kid fall over and scrape a knee just to learn that. You know, you can't... You need to, like, kind of sometimes set them free and let them like figure out some of the stuff by themselves. What to do when you don't have those kinds of parents? Well, speaking from experience, you just don't do fucking anything. And then by the time that you're like 20, you realize that everybody around you has these like special skills that they acquired when they were a kid. And really the only thing you did was nothing. So then you can't fucking play the piano, you can't fucking sing, you can't do any of this shit. You can't fucking like draw for shit. Like, all of it is just like, you know, it's like, oh, but also the thing is it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to pick something up. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bitch. And I think also, like when I was talking about, like, oh, the situation that you're kind of living in and how that can kind of stop you from discovering your own individualism because you're just kind of trying to make it by day to day. Oh my god, not this fucking song. That song's literally gonna make me want to die. Sorry, it was a good song, but it's so fucking, like, it makes me, like, way too, like, in my head. Like, a lot of these people don't discover their individualism because they have a fucking time. Like, even if they get a chance to be like, okay, you have this amount of time to figure out what you want to do with your life. You're 18 years old and you need to, like, you have like 2 months to figure out. Like, that's not enough time. I still don't know what the fuck I want to do with my life. The fuck is this shit? Why is this on the ambience fucking playlist? This motherfucker is singing on the track. Lame, well, not really. I figured it out at age 19, get better. Yeah, good luck, Stompa, when you burn out in a year and you fucking never want to stream again. No, literally, every like 2 months I want to like take my life in a completely different direction. So like, I just got really lucky. Like, do not look at me and think, oh, this guy has his life together. I just got really fucking lucky. And I put myself in a position where, like, I don't hate my life in that sense, like, with what I'm doing right now. But I'm still like, what do I want to do? Like, what the fuck do I want to do? What do I want to do 5 years from now? Where am I going to be 5 years from now? Where am I going to be a year from now? I don't even know where I'm going to be 6 months from now. This song is nice as hell. I'm giving this a like. 7 minutes long though. Oh my god. I just want songs where someone isn't talking because I'm talking right now or singing. I mean, the song was "Cycling Trivialities" by Jose Gonzalez. I found a passion for culinary when I was 12. I think I got lucky in the sense that a lot of people don't know what they want to do. But yeah, like, if you are one of those people that was just like, when you were a little kid, you just were like, I'm fucking into this. I love this shit. Then yeah, that is like a good fucking position to be in. That's like a great position to be in. Yeah, I think that's one of my bigger problems was like I don't have that many passions. Like I used to be really passionate about editing, but then I just completely burned myself out. And now it's like whenever I do edit a little bit here or there, it just doesn't hit the same. And there's like no like I don't know. I can't be motivated to make videos by just like, oh, I'm gonna make money off of this. Like I don't care. Ooh, a saddle. I'm gonna have so many fucking saddles. I think with anything creative, you just like I can't be motivated by anything other than me wanting to do this and me wanting to like have fun. Yeah, I think some people are afraid of picking up new things because sometimes to pick up new things you have to fail a bunch. You have to be pretty dog shit at something. And sometimes it can be like, "Ooh, I'm a little bit shy. I don't want to fail." Fuck. I need to stop taking my hand off the mouse. Having so many people ask me to edit for them and needing to not accept like an extra $1,000 a week because I know I'll hate my life sucks, but no, literally, that was me with like my YouTube was just like I felt like when I stopped uploading, I was like, I'm walking away from like a pretty great opportunity here. But I was just like, I don't enjoy it. And if I don't enjoy it, then what is the point? I wonder what Mr. Crocker does for a living. Teaching. Yeah, I think a lot about like not really a lot, but there are some times where I'm just sitting here, I'm thinking like, if I kept uploading, like what other opportunities would I have gotten? Like maybe like I would get a visa way fucking easier if I would have just kept uploading the last 2 years, and I would have made like way more money, and I would have been in like a like, you know, maybe I would have been like a part of this or that, and then, you know, or whatever. And then but then I'm like, ugh, what a fucking piece of shit rabbit hole to go down. There's no fucking use in thinking about that shit. Nothing productive happens over it. Then I'm just like sitting there feeling sorry for myself. Like what? Who even cares at that point? I have massive FOMO about everything ever, which is why I have to feel like ass about any day I just chill. Yeah, I have pretty fucking dog shit FOMO. I hate it. I think it's gotten better because I learned to be alone. Being alone is like I think something that is very good to kind of teach yourself to be. Enjoying your own company. I think like one of the things I read about being alone one time was like a lot of people don't like being alone because they don't like the person that they're being alone with. And then at that time, I think that was really true for me. I was like, yep, that actually does make sense. I don't really. Like I was just constantly in this situation that like if I was sitting alone playing a game and I wasn't like in a call with somebody or I wasn't going out with people or I wasn't doing this or that, then I was just a fucking loser. Like I needed to like whatever I was doing alone would be just worse than whatever I could be doing with any of these people. And then that just like every time I would be alone, I would just have this like anxiety where I was like, I need to get out, I need to do this, I need to do that. But then, you know, you just kind of realize that well, this actually I've never really seen it from this perspective. Being alone over quarantine just got so exhausting. No, yeah, it did. It's very exhausting. Just like, I don't know. Living in a country like far, far away from all my friends, it's a
White
very
people be like-
weird thing. It's a very like, it puts my mind in like a headspace where like I don't know if like people that I talk to about it that are not in this situation, like I don't think they can fully comprehend it. Because you know, like I don't know, it's just very like it's always like very much like just I feel like I'm looking in from a window. Like I don't really feel like I don't know. It's weird. I love trauma dumping in actually chat. That's the vibe. Ew, fucking loser. The hell is this? This fucking playlist is like, what the? Okay, literally, fuck off. Ow, leave me alone. I just like, I don't know. My perspective on being alone is that I there was a period like I grew up spending a lot of time alone. When I was a kid, I would go fucking crawl around the forests. There was a big forest around my house. I would just go into the forest by myself and I would spend the whole day in the forest just climbing up shit. Sometimes my dog would come with me and like I used to love it. I used to love it so much. Like I felt like I was the happiest when I was just completely by myself. But then when I got older, I just felt like I needed to be with people to be happy. And I don't even know if it was because that was necessarily the case. I just felt like that was true. And I think a part of that was just because I was like scared to be by myself. I think social media does play into it because nowadays when you're alone, you just open your phone for a second, you're just sitting on the couch, and then you see like, oh, these people are hanging out. Oh, that person is with that person. Oh, this person's doing something productive. Why am I not doing anything productive? You immediately start drawing these comparisons. But back in the day, man, there was no social media, just vibes. That's why I kind of stopped watching Twitch. I think during the summer, I didn't watch any of like really the IRL streams. I didn't watch any of it just because
White people be like,
I didn't watch it from a
Dang.
perspective that this is funny. I watched it from a perspective of I'm a fucking miserable piece of shit and I'm not doing any of this. It just made me feel fucking sad. And I was like, no, like I don't need to. Like I can just enjoy myself. That's why I only watch Completely Wasted on stream. No, yeah, same. That's why like I only watched you watch it, because you watching it made me feel like, I don't know, it made me feel good. You know what I mean? Because it's like sometimes it's good to be like, I'm not the only person not there, you know? Looking good, thank you. I got my beard lined up. Also, somebody asked me how I deal with like derealization, like being disassociated. I'm literally probably disassociated every fucking second of my life, and at this point, I just kind of learned to live with it. It's just kind of how I live now. And I mean, at first it was like, I think when I like really became self-aware of it, at first I was like, this is crazy. But now I'm just like, you know, it's just how I live. It's fine. How do you make friends as an adult? Become a streamer. That's the only way. No, I'm just kidding. I guess work, and I guess really like I think something that is underrated, and this is something that I did in the UK. I was like, I gotta do more shit like this. Like, I went to a random ass fucking pottery class where I just like drew on like a fucking bowl. And I wouldn't have thought to do that, but my friend set it up for us and we just went and it was so nice. I don't know. I don't sit here ever think like, oh, I should go do some pottery in some random class with a bunch of other people. But then you do that once and you're like, you're all, and then like this guy was there for his birthday and he had like a birthday cake, and all of a sudden I was eating birthday cake with this guy that I didn't even fucking know. Dude, I'll go bowling with you, Prezzo. I'm the youngest person in my office by like 10 years and it blows. I basically have lost work as an avid to make friends. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I can kind of relate to that in a sense of like hanging out with my cousins, because my cousins are like more than 10 years older than me. And they're very chill and they're very nice. But every time I hang out with them, I literally like, there's also this dynamic of they've kind of watched me grow up. So I don't feel like they treat me as like, it's interesting because like I'll drink with them and I smoke weed with them or whatever. But like, even then it feels like, can you fucking get out of here? I'm trying to fish. Motherfucker, with your stupid ass boots, you can just use the bridge. The fucking bridge that you built. But yeah, I think there was a moment when I was in the middle of this forest with my cousins, and like, I just kind of realized like they loved talking at me and like telling me their life stories, but like I felt like they were never processing fully what I was telling them. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch. And then at that point I realized like I appreciate my cousins, and they've I feel like they've been very positive role models in my life. Even though like when I was younger I didn't really see them or speak to them that much. But like I don't know if they'll ever really be my friends. You know what I mean? Like they're family and I love them or whatever, but like I can't develop that connection with them when I feel like they aren't even fucking listening to me, you know? So that's just one of those things where sometimes like when people are just not in your fucking age range, they're just fucking gone. I've made the best fucking memories with my 30-year-old cousins this past year, and I didn't realize how awesome they were until I played Guitar Hero with them for like hours. Oh, that's sweet. It's weird losing touch with cousins that you used to be close with when you were younger. I have relatives that I haven't seen in like 7 or 8 years. Like pretty direct relatives that I just haven't seen. And now it's just like, how do you even like, and I've thought about it like, first of all, I'm not a person that really gives a shit about family. Get the fuck, motherfucker. I'm not really a person that gives a shit about family. I don't know. I don't like this whole idea of like, oh, we're tied by blood, so that means I have to give a shit about you. But like some of these people, they're not bad people. It's just like, you know, life went its way and then we lost touch. And then I'm kind of like, how would I even reestablish that? Like, it feels like weird kind of because I also like, I don't like the idea of like reestablishing connections with family and then like playing family. Like you're a happy, good old family, you know? Because like, I don't really know you. You're kind of a stranger. You're somebody that I used to know when I was like a kid, but like, you have no idea what I'm like nowadays. So it's like, I don't know. I remember my dad telling you that you can't choose your family when I was like 14. I feel like you absolutely can choose your family just because I feel like my friends are more of a family to me than like almost all of my family has been to me ever. Like almost every single person in my family, they like barely know anything about me really. Like I don't really like talk to them and be like, yeah, so what is the meaning of love? Like I'm not gonna lie, you guys you guys probably know more about me than like most of my family. Like it's just that at that point where I'm like, who even are these people? Like we're just like related by blood, and then because of that, I just feel like I need to like know who you are or whatever. Barry maxing the 2 months. Vibe went. I think it was a tier 1. Yeah, my family's really parasocial. My 15 Twitter followers know more than my family. That's true. Your cam's frozen? It's not frozen. What are you talking about? You have to reestablish that we were viewers by thinking subs real quick. True. Is that a name tag? Nar. Am I a ventriloquist? Yes. No, yeah, people who have kids just for the sake of having kids are parents who fucking end up like traumatizing their children because they don't know how to fucking handle it. And yeah, fucking old family members love to ask, like, do you have a girlfriend? Are you having kids soon? Like, bitch, I didn't grow up in the 1920s like you. I don't need to have children when I'm 20. Like, get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers are going to war every 5 years. They need to have kids out the gate. True. I think kids can be a great thing if you want to have kids. If you don't want to have kids, but you like, that's that's what I'm talking about. Like these people that like don't realize that they're cogs in the machine. Like they don't ask themselves, what do I want to do? What do I want to like pursue in my life? Should I have kids? Should I get married? Like, do I have any interest in this? They don't ask these questions, so then they just have kids for the sake of having kids because it feels like that's their duty. And although they like play up the role of like being the parent because once again it's something that they feel like they need to do, because their heart is not fully in it or they're not having kids for the right reasons, their kids end up all fucked up. That's how you make Twitch chatters. That is true. And then like some fucking like random balding man on Twitch has to like fucking raise your children for you. Like think about like what you're putting into this world. 100% of people want kids deep down. I don't know. I don't know how true that is because I think there's a lot of people that are in positions where they could have had kids if they wanted to, and then they just didn't, and they were perfectly happy. See, that's why I always say like I'm just not in like the time of my life to even like think about kids. Right now I'm like I don't know. I don't think so. Who knows? Maybe when I'm like 35, I'll be like, yeah, I want kids. But like, I think everyone's opinions on it are valid, and I think as soon as you start resurfacing shit like that where you're like everybody kind of wants them deep down, then everybody starts having kids again even when they don't really want them, and then their kids, you know. Or here's the thing is, that's another thing is people love the idea of having kids, but they haven't thought through what having a kid is like. So then they don't they like romanticize having a child, but then they don't want to like they don't realize that having a kid means that you have to sacrifice a lot of your own life. Because if you don't, then you know that kid is not going to have its needs met. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of your own free time to fucking, you know, take care of the kid, take it to places, fucking, you know. And if you don't do that, what's the point? Shit, Loki goes hard. What's next? Who paid for the rent for Mrs. Rip Van Winkle? What is this shit? Ew. Ooh, study music. Yeah, also there's so many problems with having a kid. If you don't fix your traumas, or if you haven't like gotten to a part where like, you know, you don't project them onto your kids, if you don't want them, like there's so many levels to them. My son not allowed in the Twitch chat, they're gonna make him say yas. Dude, if you already say yas, your kid is gonna say yas 100%. It's probably gonna be your kid's first word. Yas is like genetical. Like if you say Yas, then your kid will say Yas. It's as simple as that. Genetical, dude. I fucking make my own words. I don't give a shit. Genetical sounds like it would be a word. Why isn't it? It's a word now. Genetical. It means it's based in genes. Not giving my son a binky. Your son, see, that's the thing is, in return for you not being mentally ill, you're gonna make your children insanely mentally ill. Like, your kids are gonna be fucking Twitch streaming, like, when they're like 15, and they're gonna be trauma dumping so hard. They're gonna be fucking donating to Ecstasy saying, my father never even fed me as a child because he thought it would be gay for him to feed another man. Oh, not me accidentally alt-tabbing out. Stompo would have the most forehead. Dude, remember when teachers were like, when kids would go to teachers and be like, I'm getting bullied, they'd be like, forehead, just ignore it. Also, like, not gonna lie, teachers that would, like, get mad at kids that got bullied, that would, like, stand up for themselves and, like, beat the shit out of those bullying kids, like, dude, you gotta support those kids. Like, those fucking bully kids, like, they kind of low-key deserve to get their shit fucked up. Like, you can't expect for somebody to get bullied over and over again and then be like, how dare you fight them? Like, dude, go fight. Go fuck them up. Go rock their shit, man. It is in us to fight. We grew up as fighters. We grew up as fighters. Like, we, you know, spawned in as fighters, fighting like we were cavemen, fighting everyone and each other. Born to fight, forced to hug. That's actually true as hell. Also, like, sometimes when I think about it, when I think about, like, yeah, like, there were a bunch of things that were, like, fucked up on my childhood, but, like, God, like, I honestly, like, I don't, if, like, I wouldn't change it. You know what I mean? Like, if a fucking fairy godparent was like, okay, do you want to, like, change it? No, I don't want to change it. I'm fucking, like, I'm, like, sick now. Like, I kind of love it. Not, like, mentally sick. Like, sick as in, like, rad. I mean, I get, whatever. You get my point. Dude, I'd be, like, a fucking, like, I don't know, like, I'd be like all those locals that I went to school with if I had, like, a normal childhood. I don't want to be that. Now I'm, like, enlightened and I'm on Twitch and, like, I know what Omegalol means and, like, that's, I don't want to change a thing about that. This is why I support the teacher in Whiplash. Not my tempo. On favor for the childhood trauma to Omegalol understand her pipeline. True. Listen, man. If I had a normal childhood and my parents, like, paid attention to me, then that means that I wouldn't have sat on the computer all the time. I wouldn't have found Toontown. I wouldn't be a streamer right now. Dude, I don't know where the fuck I'd be. I'd probably be smoking cigarettes, like, picking out, like, fucking used food items from the garbage bin behind the local store. Like, I literally don't know where I'd be. I'd be normal. Who the fuck wants to be normal? Ooh, I'm gonna like what? Like, you're like 7 fucking years behind like every meme that's good? Like, dude, who the hell cares? Also, like, quote-unquote normal people are homophobic still, probably. Like, normal people only, like, got the fucking non-homophobic patch when gay marriage got legalized. And some of them got, like, low download speeds, so they're not, like, getting it yet. Oh my god, no way, dude, it's IDFB, dude. My best mod. Motherfucker got ghosted by the therapist, what the hell? You change your mind. Ooh. The fuck? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Dude, I'm really racking up these saddles now, eh? I just feel like social media kind of makes us like feel like we all have to be like way more important than we actually are, like, or that we actually have to be, you know what I mean? Because like sometimes I do think like, oh my god, like people who are just like farmers, like, dude, they know what's up. Like, you just fucking sit on your farm, you fucking take care of your animals, you like fucking take care of your crops. Like, every day is kind of like, there's maybe like a fun new challenge, like, oh, the sheep just ran off, I gotta go find my sheep. Like, that's like kind of like the life. Like, all that matters to you is what's directly around you. You don't have to think about like some other, well, unless like, you know, it's like bad crop season, I guess then it's like, you know what I mean? But and also, like, I don't know, you know, maybe like you're a conservative because, you know, you don't have no idea what's going on, but I mean, you know, hell yeah, brother, I guess. I like actors who use their money to go and live on farms. No, literally, like, I want to do that shit. If I become like a millionaire, my ass is gonna disappear. I'm not gonna fucking sit here trying to farm my fucking 10th million. I'm gonna be like, I'm out, motherfuckers. Bye. I should try farmers only. Dude, get some farmer pussy. Like, what a life. The traumatic urge to become a farmer. Like, sometimes I really understand why, like, there's those stories, those random men that just were like, I'm gonna go live in the forest alone with my dog. Like, that kind of is like what life is meant to be, really, at the end of the day. That's like human nature right there, you and your dog. See, that's the thing is, if I were to, I would love to have like a pet sheep. Because my family had sheep at one point, and I fucking loved them. They were fucking like, they make good fucking pets. They come up and they ask for little head rubs, and then they like lay their head on you, and they're just chilling. Like, they're a good fucking pet. Yeah, goats are fucking sick too. It's just that the worst part is when they get slaughtered. Then it's like, oh. But I wouldn't do that. They would never die if they lived with me. Low key. Me when I get slatered. No, that's... Yeah, bro, they're so sick. Fuck you. You got that shit on, like, a keybinder. I love goats so much, but goat curry? Hey, yo! What the hell? One of my mods is eating goat. It's fucked up. Oh, what the? Well, back to the ocean you go. Oh, dude, this is some classical shit here now. What enchant is your fishing rod on? It's got like a cool one, like cool level 3. Which makes it like a really cool fishing rod. Y'all ever seen duck penises?
Why you got so many
Lizbert, thank you for the 9
Why
months.
you got necklace?
Nah, it's not like a horse penis. It's like one of those like pasta shapes where it's like a fucking corkscrew. No, I cannot say that I've seen echidna penis. They have 3? Dude, it's like double dick dude from Reddit. I... Farfal... How do you even pronounce that shape? I never even understood it. Farfalle. Is that how you say it? Farfalle. Where the hell did that shit fly to? Hello? Oh, there it is. Farfalle. Farfili? Ick. No shot. That water looks so nice, I want to eat it. I know, right? Shader water. I used to have this memory of I was at a water park with my mom, and then I fell into this like really deep pool, and then my mom dove in and swam to the bottom to save me. That's the memory I have. And then we went back to this water park, and my mom, like, we went back like fucking 13 years later, and my mom showed me the exact place where she thinks what I'm talking about happened, and it's a hot tub. It was in a hot tub. I thought it was like a fucking like 50 feet deep pool. But I just like fell over on my back in the hot tub, and then I was like, oh my god, my mom is diving in to save me, swimming to the bottom. It's like one of my first memories ever. Let me try to remember other, like one time, my uncle took me to like some national park, and then a lightning struck the tree in front of our car, and it like fell right in front of our car, and then we were like, oh, we're stuck. And then yeah, we were a little bit stuck there. And then also earlier that day, he like let me get food from a gas station, and I think it made me like poop really bad. It's not good for me. Also, one time I was at a playground and I was on one of those spinny things, and I just kept spinning around like a merry-go-round. I was on a merry-go-round, and then I just kept making go faster and faster, and then I got the worst headache of my life, and I had a headache for like the whole day. Oh my god, it was so bad. And I haven't gone on them since then. And it's been like fucking 17 years. No, actually probably like 15. What was my childhood so eventful? Okay, that was like not eventful. That was just me being a kid and being like, I'm gonna go on a merry-go-round. Wee. I also remember the first time like I found out what like sex was, because I found this like, I was like digging around in this library, because there used to be like a village library, and then there was like a sex ed book, and it just had like a graphic of like a man being inside a woman, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I felt like I felt really bad for reading it, because I felt like I wasn't supposed to be like, I wasn't supposed to see that. This bridge is actually pretty cool. But the real lessons came from Habbo. Because everybody on Habbo was like... Everybody on Habbo was just like horny as hell. It was the weirdest fucking game of my life. Same with Animal Jam? What the fuck? Can you stop running around? No, I like it! Woo! Dude, Fantage, where the fuck, how you pronounce that? There was this kid in Toontown that I was friends with, and I subscribed to his YouTube channel, and then he quit playing Toontown. This was when I was like 13, and this kid might have been like 9 years old, but he made like face cam videos, and then I think it was literally like the gayest child I've ever seen in my life, and he would just make Fantage videos, and he'd be like, it would like, I don't even know if you could. I never saw like a male character in that game. Was it all only like, could you only make a girl character? Because I only saw like, I would watch his videos out of curiosity, and it was literally only girls. But that motherfucker loved that shit. Is that why you thought it was gay? No, I thought he was gay because, listen, I'm not gonna profile anybody, but I could tell. Let's just say my gaydar was going wee 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 wee. Dude, this piece goes hard as hell, whoever made this. Do you remember his name? No, definitely not. I barely remember my own name. Aksually? Oh yes, Shay. I'm Shay. Shay Carl. Shay Carl Butler. Oh my god. And I have a son? multiple sons, I think. And I have... Oh my god. I can vouch that literally 80% of the Fantage YouTube community was gay. I can vouch for you that literally 80% of the Toontown community were horribly mentally ill people. Like, the Toontown community was like, if there were like, if every like Arthur Fleck Joker
Why you got necklace?
found their place in the universe, it would be in the Toontown community. %80 of the Animal Jam community were furries. That makes sense. Dude, there were warrior cats in Toontown too. Vampire Kitty, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. I honestly thought that for a while, I just thought that warrior cats were just a Toontown thing. I was shocked to find out that they're actually... Was that a fish or a name tag? I hate this shit. It like flew away. Ooh, what is this cave? What's going on out of here? Give me air. Ow, 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 ow. Favorite Toontown memory? When I was like 9 years old, I had this like best friend on the game. We could never really talk to each other. Whoa, where am I? I just came out of the other end of the hole. Because we could only use like, you know, like the drop down menus in games where you can be like, hi, hello, where are you going? How are you? You know, we could only communicate using that. And then one day he got membership and I didn't have membership and he just was really rude to me. And he just kept bragging to me how he had membership. Like he would say, you stink. And like he would do like that angry emote at me. And then I said, no, no. And then I like tried to leave. And then he said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then he never logged on again. Did anybody play Spore? I had my rounds with Spore. Building little penis creatures. When you spore some bitches. Hey, yo. Yeah, Free Roams was fun. Scoose, scoose. Me when I'm French. Scoose.
White people be
Scoose.
like,
Earth to Monica. I think it was a tier 1. It's to die for, no? Did I miss something? Why do you have Shay Call on the screen? Because this is just who I am now, man. I've become a Mormon, and as many of you can tell, Mormonism has given me a lot of enlightenment. I have a family now. I have kids. And I cheated on my wife. Would I treat Colette better? Yeah, I would treat Colette better because I would be like, you're free. We're not married. Goodbye. I would love to like be a little bartender. That's I feel like that's what I am right now, is basically a fucking bartender to a bunch of gay people in a Twitch chat. Hey, soul sister, won't you be sure you on the radio, everywhere you know. Look at all these people on the server doing their little things. You hated on Train last night. No, I didn't. Dude, Train for life, man. Train are some of the fucking goats for real. Why the fuck would I hate on Train? Everybody knows I rock with Train. Cringe? Bruh. That's cringe. Dude, this looks really nice actually, the green part. I love it. It's giving share. I'm gonna see what people are up to. Because I have no motivation to build today. Just gonna be honest. Is there a setting to make the mini-map show caves? I can't figure it out. It's just that when you're on the same level as the caves, I think. When you're when you're underground, it starts showing them. Stop being gay. Yas, 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 yas. Slay, 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 slay. Yas, 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 yas. Slay, 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 slay. Yas, 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 yas. The way I turned my volume down. Yas, yas, yas. Slay, yas. Where's Sal Volcano? I thought that was him, not gonna lie. Who looking for some... See, I'm smooth. I'm smooth as hell. Fucking ugly ass house. Oh, didn't mean to do that. The shaders is Arca non-binary vibes. Thank you. Oh. Oop. I didn't do anything. The hell? There's farms all over the darn place over here. Can we talk about that? What the hell happened to this well? There used to be a gosh darn nice well over here. Then it dried up. The crop season hasn't been too kind to us now, has it? Anyways, over there lives my brother Sal. We don't see him too much no more, but we still love him just as dearly. Over there is the great Supreme Court of the United States of America, the great lands which we inhabit. It's quite unfinished, but I'm sure one day it'll be done. Now, I don't know what in tarnation this shit is, but you know, pardon my language, but it's ugly. And that right up there is the glorious Bussy Mountain. There ain't no Bussy like that hole right over there. And now who inhabits this hole, you might ask? Well, it's Jesus Christ himself. Look at him go. One of the more hardworking people in the town. And we love him just as dearly for it. Working hard or hardly working? I'm messing. I'm messing. I'm kidding. There's a joke. People in this town take themselves quite seriously, so it's hard to joke around with them sometimes, but that doesn't stop us from trying. And that right there is the big condom. Big village condom. It's been there for many years, and we wouldn't have it any other way. And of course, you can't mention the Bussy Mountain without the Bussy Barn. This is where many of our great pets live. I love this one specifically. Motherfucker. Stupid son of a gun. Sometimes they try to break out of the enclosures, which is a no-no, of course. This right here is where the village superstar lives. Millie Bobby Brown. We haven't seen her for a while. But maybe someday. Bitch, motherfucker. Yes! Ooh, what is this? Cool. Oh my god, this music is crazy. What the hell? There's so many chickens in there. You've gone over the chicken regulation number. The government doesn't allow you to have this many chickens without the permit. Oh my god, is there any new pictures in here? What's going on here? Same old, same old. Ain't nothing new around these towns. Just finished watching the new Euphoria. Actually, stream outsold. They just did the numbers. Apparently, the Actually stream got more views than the premiere. Sad. Is Euphoria actually good? Like, should I watch it? Bitch. Come here, motherfucker. Get out of that hole. What the fuck? No, yes, 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 no, yes. It's very intense. That's never stopped me from watching anything. Jesus Christ. Mid, just watch Scott the Woz instead. Maybe I should just rewatch 13 Reasons Why first season. Euphoria is intense. You know what is intense is an Actually stream. You never know what's happening next. You know what the funniest part is? Nah, I'll never say. I'll never say. I'll never say. Watch the final season of Attack on Titan instead.
No! I'm not gonna do that. I refuse.
I thought you were in the new season. Yo, they straight up fired my ass. What is Fauci doing? Hey, yo, stop trying to vaccinate the fucking cats, man. Stop it. Stop. They don't want it. What is on that wall? Motherfucker, stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Leave them alone, Dr. Fauci. You're not a hero here like you are back in your country. Ew, I just saw Dr. Fauci's pubic hair or some shit. Loki, let's discuss. How does Dr. Fauci leave the drapes? You know what I mean? Like, or actually curtains. What do they say? Do the drapes match the curtains? What am I trying to say right now? Let's not? Okay, alright. I'm just saying. I think he keeps it clean. He's a prim and proper sort of fella. Dude, that's what I'm saying. He definitely has like a Manscaped subscription. The vines in front of the window slay. Yeah, this slays. Oh, yeah, it slays. Oh my god, does that shit slay. Slays hard. Hey guys, it's me, Dr. Fauci. I'm coming through to send a wonderful message. I hope you had a great holidays. And a great new year. Dude, stop. Stop. What are you doing, Dr. Fauci? Leave Poro alone, you motherfucker. Stop. Stop. What are you doing? No. Don't do it. No. Don't do it, Dr. Fauci. Do not do it. I'm walking away now. Oh, you motherfucker! No! You thought I wasn't looking. Oh, I was looking. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here, you bitch. Anyways, what should I name these two? I got name tags. What should I name them? Gogi and Dream, time yourself out. Stop. Shay and Carl. What if I name one of them Chrissy Teigen? You know what? I've just decided I'm going to do that. One of them is going to be named Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen. Name one Jake Newt. I wonder why you have come up with that idea. Which one of them looks more like a Chrissy? Ooh, more people are saying right. Chrissy Teigen. Where did I put the other ones? I have more name tags. Now what are we gonna name you? Okay, you know what? We're gonna name this cat after a random chatter. Who am I gonna name it after? Oh my god, you know what we can do? We can do a Streamlabs thing. Hold on. Actually, it's like a Nightbot thing. Oh, jump scare. Giveaways. Okay, here we go. Keyword. You need to type in pussy. No, disable this. But like, don't type it more than once. Don't type this more than once. "64 eligible users." Type it in again in case you typed it in twice and it kicked you out. Brown, brown, brown. Why is it not updating? Hello? Why are you not updating, bro? What does this mean? Mark ineligible? Wait, mark eligible. What the hell? Why aren't you guys eligible? But actually, let's restart it. Let's do it again because it fucked up. Keyword, pussy. Oh, don't roll it yet. Disable this. Now it's just one person. What is this stupid shit? Well, I wonder who's gonna win it. Is Nightbot like asleep? What? Why did it roll? Nah, sorry, Beth is online. That doesn't count. You enabled the anti-spam. It's disabled. Oh, here we go. Why are these people not eligible? You're eligible. Wait. Oh. So when I pressed... Okay, I thought that meant it was enabled. My bad. My bad. I fucked up, and now all these random people are... Okay, type it again. Type it again, just in case. This is such a fucking pain in the ass for no reason, 'cause I'm an idiot. You're welcome. Hey, thanks, thanks. Alright. Roll it. Whales sleep. Congrats. You are going to be a cat in the game. You will forever be a part of this server. Congrats. OMG, Lore AF, true. Hello? Whale Sleep, Chrissy Teigen. Things are crazy in this shit. Rig, TBH. You're good. Oop, 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 oop. The votes were fraudulent. Yeah, cry about it. As the sun sets. Or actually, as the moon rises. On another Actually stream. I'm leaving for today, guys. Who are we gonna raid? Let's raid somebody. Dude, let's raid fucking Cold Smoothie. Let's throw that raid back right at Cold Smoothie. Love you guys. Bye-bye.